Okay. Okay. Hi. Alright, so could you introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Cordelia and I've been a student under TTU for about two years since 2023, and I just graduated late last year. Yeah.
Okay, great. What age did you graduate?
I graduated at 16. Yeah. 16.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so what was your studies like before joining our classes, our center?
So before joining here, I actually was homeschooled because of the lockdowns and everything. I was taken out of school, but I realized after a few months of homeschooling and really just self-studying, I didn't even have a teacher. I just studied at home. It was quite difficult. Like I would wake up late. I would be not motivated to study. I would lose track of where I even was or what I was doing, because I left school in year 8. And supposedly at year 9 you have checkpoints, but I skipped over that and just went straight to year 10 and started studying for IGCSE. But yeah, I started to get lost, so me and my dad, we realized, okay, let's find some place for you to
Study.
go back to school. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so now what about after? So while you were studying in our center, how was it like?
Well, of course, I was able to become much more motivated, stop procrastinating and all that. Specifically because, other than, of course, teaching, it also helped me to really plan out how I was going to study, how to prepare for my exams and everything, including getting me a schedule, a day planner, of which I would write down. I would literally jot down what paper I would do each day, what past year paper I would do each day, or what I would revise that day in physics and chemistry and stuff. And somehow that actually really helped me get back on track and just go do.
Yeah, that's all that students need to do, right?
Yeah.
Not so much of talking. Yeah, okay, so what about so how do you think my classes are like? Yeah, could you describe them? Yeah, what do you like about the classes, or if you have any dislikes?
Well, in the class, definitely I wouldn't fall asleep. It was pretty enjoyable in the sense that it was easy to learn. I wouldn't go out of the class and be like, what was he even talking about? Yeah, that would never happen. Everything was very clear. He would use very easy to understand examples, of course, especially in chemistry. You would use compare positive ions to husbands, negative ions to wives, how they get married, get divorced, all that type of stuff. And having those real things that we know and already understand put into topics that we aren't familiar with, or we cannot even imagine, makes it so much easier to understand. And when I would practice my past papers, everything was much easier. I would just, okay, it's like this. Yeah.
Easy, right? Okay. So after all that, what results did you get in your IGCSE?
So in my IGCSE from 2024, May and October in total, I got 10 A stars.
Ooh. Great. Alright. So next would be, who would you recommend Young Academy to?
Okay, so I would definitely to recommend it to someone like me, I guess, who really just wants to study, focus on their studies and get the exam over with, just get it done. And I guess someone who also prefers objective over subjective, because you're able to make classes and everything very objective and follow the method.
Can you share a bit more about that? What do you mean?
Maybe
more objective than subjective?
When answering the questions in past papers, there is formats you can follow
keywords, right?
Keywords, yes, keywords and like ways of answering to ensure that each point gives you a mark. You're not including any useless information, you're not missing out any on any important information. And with his method, you'll be able to find that in most like past papers, has to be 1 or 2 questions that will follow that.
They will keep on repeating, right?
They will keep on repeating it, and it's just like you just vomit it out, keep repeating the same one.
Yeah, but we still understand it, right?
Well, understand, of course, understand what you're writing still.
Okay, yeah, that part is important. Okay, lastly, do you have any advice to future IGCSE students?
My advice is just do.
Do what? Do what?
Like nothing in the world is easy if you don't try. So
okay.
having consistency and stuff is like the best.
Consistency in what?
Consistency in doing your past papers.
Yeah.
Not necessarily studying, I would say. If with teacher, I was able to just in his class, okay, I understand it, and I wouldn't have to go back and like seriously memorize or try to understand the concept of the topic again. Once I do the past paper, that is my studying. My past papers are my studying.
Yeah, so it's simple, right? Just go to class and do past years.
Yes, that's basically it. That's basically it. If I forgot something, I would just quickly open the book again and like, oh yeah, okay, now I remember.
Yes, okay. What part is that?
What part is that?
Remember about what?
Like, oh, okay, I remember how this topic is.
Okay, I see.
So I would say just doing past papers. I mean, most people will say this about IGCSE, but really just doing the past papers, following the method, and just doing.
Yeah, that's about it, right?
Will get you.
Okay, thank you so much. Hope to see your success in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.